What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over AMC stock. So we got some pretty exciting, important news updates for AMC stock. About a week or two ago, we made videos on AMC, and we were looking at AMC maintaining a $40 or higher price point by June 11th, because that's where the majority of the call options were. The $40 strike expiring on June 11th. So what this means, AMC is clearly above that level. We saw a little bit of a gamma increase, a gamma squeeze, end of Friday, as a lot of people were trying to cover. But this means that all of those call options are going to be in the money and exercised. So there's going to be a lot of movement of the shares, and a lot of these, and actually a lot of these calls are being naked shorted, which means that they're selling these calls with unlimited downside potential, because they're not covered calls. They're not using 100 shares as collateral to sell these calls, because they're betting that the stock will be going down. So because of this, the people who are naked shorting these calls are going to have to buy back these shares, which in turn is going to drive the price back up, because they need to purchase 100 shares to supply the calls being exercised. So that's how that's going to play out. And as we can see, the gamma exposure is pretty high. So we can see, like, the $40 strike has been the price point that we are watching. Lots of people are buying and selling the $40 strikes, and the gamma exposure is pretty high. And if you don't know what the gamma exposure is, for basically a 1% movement in the stock price, the higher the exposure is, the more money the market makers need to put in to the stock in order to hedge their positions from their call options. So going forward, AMC, I'm predicting it's going to have an incredible volatile week. It's going to shoot up in price. That is my prediction. Of course, I can't predict the future, but from what it seems like, that's what's going to happen. And a lot of people are anticipating this, as AMC was maintaining a pretty flat $43, $44 price point. So a lot of people towards the end of the day were starting to buy into AMC, anticipating that AMC is going to stay above the $40 mark, and next week it's going to be increased in the stock price even further. So now what we're looking at is the $43 calls expiring at June 18th. That's going to be our next price target, and AMC can very well do that. So we can take a look at the AMC options chain for June 18th. The $43 calls are going to have an pretty high volume of almost 37,000. So this is going to be the price level we're going to be watching. And there is a good chance that it's going to be hitting that as well. And if that happens, AMC is going to see some similar price movement compared to similar to GameStop, when it went to almost $500 before, of course, all the brokerages shut down buying of the stock, basically manipulating the market. But we can see the same thing happening as long as AMC hits the $43 mark by June 18th of next week. Now, if you want to play AMC options, I made a video a few days ago going over the best options to sell, the best options to buy on AMC. You could do a lot of, and I was recommending, if you want to gamble, you want to do all the money call options, and if you want to play a little safer, obviously playing any options on AMC is going to be risky. But if you want to play a little safer, you want to do put credit spreads, or you want to do cash secured puts if you have a larger account, because the implied volatility is going to be pretty high, and we will be able to capitalize that by selling covered options. So you could also purchase shares, and that's also why a lot of big options activity causes increases in the share price, is because when premiums get really high, it kind of turns off many traders, and they decided to buy shares of the stock instead. So if you want to get to AMC, you think the premium's a little bit high, you can buy shares of this stock instead, which I would recommend is a little bit safer than buying call options. But that's about it for this video. Quick little update on AMC. I think it's going to be a very volatile week next week for AMC, so keep this stock on your watch list for sure. Comment down below what type of videos you want to see, and please consider subscribing if you are new here to the channel. It helps out a lot. Thanks for watching.